Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We are back here in the Fallon Mire and it is as absolutely miserable as ever. Let's have a wander northwest, see if we can find anything different. Let's try not to disturb the water on the way there, but we might have to at some point. I can see a cabin of some description. What will we find in this blessed cabin? A single chest, and basically nothing else. Just a couple of schematics and a nice battle axe. What the hell's this thing? Kill it with fire. Bogfisher? I almost feel bad for killing that thing. That thing was quite different. What's the codex on it now? Bogfisher. I accompanied Marquis Darkambon upon this expedition reluctantly. Although Darkambon insisted that an exploration to show me the truth and beauty of the world might assuage the consternation with which I observed it. As we entered the caves, the cold and brackish water dripping incessantly, we came upon a hulking beast whose great flapping paws slapped the stone. In countenance it was broad, its flaps of hide hanging loose across its bristled back. Darkambon drove it away, laughing at its clumsiness, heedless of the declinate's fangs protruding at unknowable angles from its distended maw. He said the beast, or bogfisher as the locals called it, was a failing vestige in the land of men, fit to be tamed or slain. That night we camped beside an underground lake, its rippling waves are susurrus of inhuman whispers. These words that this guy's using are incredible. The sepulchral emptiness of the starless night was vast, our own fire pitiful in its sullen rebellion against the unending dark. The bogfisher slipped from the lake, its flapping paws perfectly equipped to propel it through water. Its spiny maw closed upon Darkambon. Then the Marquis was gone, his frantic thrashing all we could see in the frenzied white water as the bogfisher pulled him under. That night I knew that this is not the land of men. The lightless, torpid waters are not tame. Men are but ants crawling witlessly across the lily pad in a pond. Most think the emerald land bound to their tiny will. Those few who peer over the edge and see the leviathans, pale-bellied scales shimmering in colours with no name, swimming beneath them, can only scurry away, trying in vain to articulate the vast and uncaring terror that awaits. What my eyes have seen, my limited mind may never comprehend, but I shall never draw near dark water again. The bogfisher has taught me well. From an Anatomy of Various Terrible Beasts by Baron Havard Pierre d'Amortizan. The bogfisher likes hiding in dark places and water. Master does not like bass. Footnotes in the margins of the manuscript by Baron the Round Scribe. Dunwich. The master does not like baths. That's one way to put it. Okay, so we're not going to find anything else over here then. What the hell? That bogfisher respawn. It looked like it respawned. I just saw a flash there too. What's?
No, Varric. I went to Kirkwall once.
Oh, it's a.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bit of a shithole.
That is the best call. As a very British man, that is one of the best conversations I think I've ever actually listened to. Right, let's loot this body. We know we're gonna get mobbed, but oh well. More disease tissue. I'm guessing this might be part of a quest of some sort, but we may as well get the disease tissue out of here. Because if we can find a use for it, then at least we'll have it instead of having to search for it in the future. Just be careful. Oh, Ferelden Tome, there we go. I just need the Ferelden Medallion of Service. Right, here's another quest of some sort. Oh god, more undead. More undead galore. Right. Evanet wool. Let's kill these undead before we start fiddling around with the beacons. I'm still incredibly amused by Varric and Dorian's exchange there. That was really good. You know, Varric, I went to Kirkwall once. All right, yeah. Bit of a shithole. Yeah. That's all you can really say about Kirkwall, isn't it? It's a bit of a shithole. Well, Hightown wasn't bad. A personal locket, that is another thing which might be useful to us, I don't know. That diseased tissue, thinking about it, might actually be research, possibly, from a knave. Potentially, I'm not sure. No doubt we will find out. Right, what's this loot? Intense Death Rivitar, Qunari item, and a dual blade dagger. That's curious. The crow blade. Yeah, it's not as good as the ones we have, but a dual blade dagger sounds rather interesting, doesn't it? Gonna be fucking Darth Maul over here. What's this? Apostate Widrus's journal. This thick journal is half undecipherable. The parts that can be read are splattered with ink as if the author had written them in a hurry. There were years of notes in that book, years. Who could have taken it or deciphered it? Did someone follow me from the circle? I bet it was Wernham or Clarice. They always were jealous little busybodies. If they saw what I've done, the demons I've harnessed, they'd be green with envy. Who's afraid of spirits now, you simpering use? But I must have my book back. I'll write down the cipher again before I forget again. These demons are clever. I can't have them demanding a price for decrypting my own notes. The concoctions I can make with the plants here in safe amounts will open my mind to vistas past the fate. The demons hint it is beyond me, because they wish to undermine me. It's so clear, it's so very clear. I think someone's a bit paranoid. Right. So, was that a quest that we actually got there for that? I didn't see it. Yeah, a journal recovered in the mire suggests a rather unstable apostate is roaming about somewhere. The apostate, apparently named Widrus, seems to be mixed up with some demons and could be dangerous. I say could be. That's more like will be. Right. So, let's light this. Dorian. Do the honors. Right, so we've got a swarm of these guys on the way. Right, let's kill this demon first. Kill the demon first, and then we'll deal with the undead in a second. The undead is the demon's slightly more. Where is Varric? Varric's getting pummeled. I think I might actually have to give Varric a hand with these guys. No, we do not need to retreat, guys. Just calm it. Just everyone, chill your beans, right? This place is dark. Like it's messed up beyond belief. This whole place. Hopefully, we can kind of get it back to some kind of hospitable place, but. I don't know if that's a possibility. I don't know if there's like a curse upon this place, or it's just a plague, or what, but... It's not good either way. Right. Staring at this set of unreadable runes conjures up a strong feeling of bitterness and arrogance in equal measure. They fade slowly. Bitterness and arrogance can come from just staring at some runes. Interesting. Very interesting. Right. We don't need this Veilfire anymore. What is over here? Oh, a chest. Beautiful. A wee, like, mining setup here. This doesn't seem to be operational anymore. think the second camp is through here, so we may as well take this little side track here. Oh yeah, it's perfectly placed inside a cave. Good stuff. Note from a scout. The paper is small and thin, meant for transport by a messenger bird. Warn the herald his life is in danger if he comes to the mire. Our patrol spotted Avvar 3 days ago. We don't understand why they came down from the Frostbacks until we were captured in ambush. The leaders said they came because they heard the Inquisition was in the area. They want to lure out and kill the Herald of Andraste to win favour with their gods. I escaped, but I can't free the others without help. I found a good camping spot for a rescue party. Will tend my wounds before heading off. Scout Aubrey Greenholm. Well, hopefully we can find her. Let's set up camp first. There we go. Right. So at least we have a nice little second base here, where we can plough through the rest of the mire, hopefully. Right. I'm thinking we get through all these until we get to this last beacon, and then we'll have to go change out to Blackwall, so we can have him while we do the Memories of the Grey quest in this place. Right. Anyway, as we were, I believe there is a rift. Actually,
no sign of the Avvar who want to challenge me.
hold on.
Or the Inquisition's soldiers.
I hope the Avvar haven't gotten bored with the hostages
Oh, no.
and that they understand how hostages work.
That's quite a grisly thought, Varric. Thanks for that. I'm really glad you just put in my mind that a bunch of Inquisition soldiers could possibly have been murdered. Thanks for that. I'm really glad. I mean, I guess you always have to factor in the worst possible scenario, don't you? You gotta keep an open mind about what could have possibly happened. Heavy adventure armor. That does not look like it's gonna be particularly good. No, it's not even close to being good. For us, anyway. For somebody else, maybe, but not us. I think there's a rift right behind this house. Oh, another thing we can loot and disturb the undead in the process. Oh, we couldn't quite get in there without upsetting people. But when in Rome. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what this disease tissue is going to be used for. Again, I think it might be research because it's coloured yellow, which most of the research is anyway. Actually, so yeah, there's definitely a rift here. The daughters of song, wine, music, poetry, and the wanton and frenzied indulgence of carnal fancies. These things characterize the hedonistic cult known as the daughters of song. Calling them an order of the faithful lends them a legitimacy they do not deserve. The daughters and sons, though they saw themselves also as daughters, celebrated Andraste's holy union with the Maker in almost every way imaginable, and it was only the holy union they venerated. Andraste's life, her war, her teachings, and her sacrifice were blithely ignored. At its height, the Daughters of Song numbered in the thousands. They maintained a stronghold in a village called Violae in the fields of Ghislaine. Violae saw a yearly event during which the Daughters of Song paraded carven images of the Maker's glory through the square. The Daughters of Song were wiped out by the righteous forces of Emperor Draken during his campaigns to unite all of Orlais when the Emperor's forces sacked the village. The daughters would not arm themselves and were either killed or captured. The village was destroyed and the cult never recovered. Bit of a grisly end again. Oh, I just noticed the mark actually glows like that when you're very close to a rift. That's quite cool, actually. We've done the minor requisition as well, which is good. But now we're gonna have to fuck up this rift. We have to open the rift. Who's this? Hello? Skywatcher.
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
Why aren't you attacking? Yeah.
I thought the Avvar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rights to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
Fair enough. What are you doing here?
Why aren't you with the other Avvar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
I call fade rifts,
They're
yeah.
caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
No.
You use the patterns of flocking birds as an augury then?
We don't use them. They're sent. You see it, or you don't.
The other Avvar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them.
That's good to know.
Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
We have some good soldiers, what can we say?
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
Watch the water, yeah, you're telling me, right? We'll save the game here. Well, while we're here, let's open this rift. Oh, he's actually going to help us in this fight as well, that's cool. Got a big old Avvar barbarian messing up everybody. It's good to see. Less of the taunts, please. Also, saying death to lowlanders is a bit, you know, broad. Lowlanders encompasses a lot of people, Mr. Skywatcher. I'd rather you didn't generalize, you know? Right. Let's close this rift. Boom. Right. Whew.
Lady of the Skies. You can mend the gaps in the air.
I certainly can.
What the Herald was sent here to do.
Maybe you do have a god.
Do you have a different dialogue now? No.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
But he does at least acknowledge us. That's good. He acknowledges that we do have some semblance of power. I mean, I'd say if you were the Avvar seeing that, you'd be like, you know, oh crap, this guy's actually serious, you know. Oh, what's down this way? This looks dangerous. This looks incredibly dangerous. This looks grim beyond all belief. Again, don't particularly like fighting these guys on in the water. Tristan's in such a broad expanse of water right now too. Imagine the longer we stride through this water, the more of them is going to pop up, so... Granite Point. Oh, hello, guys. It's good to know that not all the Avvar are the same size as the Skywatcher as well. Because if they were all that big, we may have suffered some issues, but I think we can cope with guys who are just basically bandits. Bandits of a different persuasion. Right. Okay. Yeah, we should probably do the west stuff first before we go down there, because the memories of the grey items are down there. Oh, I had to walk back in the water, didn't I? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I am a silly Billy. Right, anyway. I think we're going to end this episode here, guys, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Thanks again, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.